Let's dive right in, folks. Imagine this. You're in a room with someone you care about. The lights are low and the air is thick with that electric pull between you. But instead of jumping straight into the action like it's some kind of race, what if I told you that the real magic happens when you slow down and really tune in? That's the secret sauce to making those shared moments not just fun, but the kind that stick with you, leaving you both smiling days later. We're talking about turning ordinary time together into something that feels alive, connected, and downright unforgettable. Stick with me here because by the end, you'll see how a few thoughtful shifts can change everything in your closest relationships. Think about it. Life's busy, right? We're all juggling work, screens, and a million distractions that pull us in every direction. When it comes to those private times with a partner, it's easy to fall into routines that feel more like going through the motions than truly being there. But here's the thing. What really lights a fire isn't a bunch of fancy tricks or trying to impress. It's about showing up fully with your whole self. No distractions. Picture it like this. You're not just sharing space. You're sharing a bubble where nothing else exists. That kind of focus makes her feel like she's the only person in your world right then. It's powerful because our brains are wired to crave that undivided attention. Studies on human connections show that when we feel truly seen, our bodies release chemicals that build trust and ease, making everything flow better. Without it, things can feel flat, like eating a meal without tasting the flavors. So, how do you build that? Start simple. Before anything heats up, put away the phone. Dim the worries about tomorrow. And just breathe in the moment. Notice the little things. The way her hand feels in yours. The sound of her laugh. The warmth of her skin. This practice strengthens your bond, making those intimate times feel safe and exciting all at once. Now, let's talk about the power of looking each other in the eyes. It sounds basic, but in a world where we're glued to screens, holding a gaze can feel intense, almost vulnerable. Yet, that's exactly why it works wonders. When you lock eyes during those close moments, it's like sending a silent signal. I'm right here with you, and I like what I see. For many people, especially women, this creates a rush of feeling wanted and secure. Psychologically, eye contact triggers the release of oxytocin, that feel-good hormone that bonds parents to babies or friends in deep conversations. In romance, it amps up the trust, helping her relax and open up more. It's not about staring awkwardly. It's about those soft, lingering looks that say everything without words. Imagine you're wrapped up together, faces close, and instead of looking away, you hold that connection. It turns a physical thing into something emotional, like sharing a secret just between you two. Psychologically, this shows you're invested in her happiness, which boosts her arousal through feeling valued. It's a loop. She feels good. You feel good knowing you're part of that. And remember, variety keeps it fresh. Mix light touches with firmer ones or use movement that naturally rubs in the right way. This isn't a one-size-fits-all. It's about discovering what clicks for her uniquely. Speaking of discovery, let's get into the beat of things. Life has rhythms, waves crashing, hearts beating, music flowing. In close moments, matching that natural flow is what turns good into great. It's not about going full throttle like in action movies. That's often overwhelming and pulls you out of sync. Instead, aim for steady, consistent motions that let sensations build like a story unfolding. Women in particular often thrive on this because it gives time for the body to respond fully. Rushing can spike tension the wrong way, but a smooth pace creates relaxation and anticipation. Picture it as a conversation, back and forth, listening and responding. If she moves slower, match it. If she picks up, follow along. This harmony builds trust, signaling you're attentive and not just chasing your own end. Science tells us that our nervous systems calm when predictability meets excitement, allowing deeper immersion. Throw in pauses to savor, and you've got a dynamic that's engaging without being exhausting. It's like cooking a stew. Low and slow brings out the best flavors. When you master this, those times together feel effortless, leaving her buzzing with the afterglow. But how do you know what's working? That's where talking comes in. And I don't mean awkward interrogations. It's about creating an open space where sharing feels natural and fun. A simple "how does" This feel or what do you like right now can open doors you didn't know were there for her. Hearing that her input matters is huge. It makes her feel respected and involved, turning solo pleasure into a team effort. Psychologically, this reduces anxiety. When people feel heard, they're more likely to let loose and enjoy. None. Verbal cues count too. The way she sighs or shifts guides you just as much. Responding to those shows empathy, strengthening your connection. Over time, this builds a shorthand where you anticipate each other, making things smoother and more intuitive. It's not about being mind readers, it's about being willing learners. Couples who chat openly about desires report higher happiness levels per tons of studies. So, weave it in lightly and watch how it transforms routine into adventure. Now, on the topic of how you position yourselves, forget the acrobatics from magazines. What counts is choosing setups that foster that close, face-to-face vibe where you can see and feel each other fully. One classic way is lying together, her on her back, you above, bodies aligned, so hearts beat close. This allows for deep eye contact, easy touching, and that sense of being enveloped in warmth. It's intimate because it combines physical closeness with emotional openness. She feels protected and desired, able to let go without worry. Another empowering option is her taking the lead on top, controlling the pace and angle. This gives her freedom to chase what feels best, boosting her confidence and your shared thrill. It's playful, allowing hands to roam and eyes to meet, keeping the connection strong. Switch between them based on the mood. One for tender surrender, the other for bold exploration. The beauty. These aren't complicated. They're about amplifying feelings. Psychologically, positions that promote control or closeness tap into needs for autonomy and attachment, key to fulfilling bonds. But let's not forget the fuel for all this. Nourishing your body to keep energy high and moods balanced. Certain foods can naturally support that spark, like dark chocolate, which melts in your mouth and releases endorphins for a happy lift, or oysters, packed with zinc that helps hormone balance for better drive. Avocados bring healthy fats for sustained energy, while almonds offer magnesium to ease stress and keep you relaxed. Strawberries with their vitamin C boost circulation, and a dash of chili can get the blood flowing with a warm kick. Incorporate these into meals or snacks, maybe a shared plate before unwinding. It's not magic, but science shows nutrient-rich eats enhance overall vitality, making you more present and responsive. Think of it as setting the stage. When your body feels good, everything else follows. Expanding on that, consider how daily habits tie in. A walk together releases feel-good chemicals, priming you for closeness, or sharing a meal with those mood-boosting ingredients. Picture slicing strawberries, feeding each other bites, laughing as juice. These build anticipation, turning every day into foreplay. Psychologically, rituals like this strengthen bonds by creating shared memories, making intimate times feel like a natural extension. Back to the heart of it. Presence isn't a skill you master overnight. It's a mindset. Start by practicing mindfulness in small ways. Focus on your breath during a hug or really listen when she talks. Over time, this spills into your private world, making you more attuned. When distractions creep in, acknowledge them without judgment and refocus. This resilience builds deeper trust. As she sees your commitment, eye contact evolves too. Practice in conversations first, holding gazes a bit longer. In intimacy, it becomes second nature, deepening that soul-to-soul link, combined with affirmations like a soft "you're amazing" to reinforce the bond. Research on attachment theory highlights how secure connections foster better experiences, reducing fears and amplifying joy. For touch, experiment gently. Use feathers or fabrics for teasing buildup, heightening sensitivity. Listen to her body. Tension means ease up. Relaxation means keep going. This attentiveness equals care, psychologically equating to love and respect. Rhythm requires patience. Start slow, build gradually. Use music as a metaphor. Find your joint groove. If things feel off, pause and readjust. It's collaborative. Studies on sexual satisfaction emphasize sync over speed, leading to mutual peaks. Communication thrives on positivity. Frame asks as invitations like, "I'd love to know what turns you on." Celebrate responses. It encourages more openness. Over years, This creates a safe space where vulnerabilities turn into strengths. Positions should feel intuitive. Adapt for comfort, using pillows for support. The goal? Mutual enjoyment, not perfection. Switch roles to keep balance, fostering equality. And those foods, make them part of romance. Whip up a salad with avocados and nuts, or melt chocolate for dipping fruits. It's sensory play that extends into the bedroom, enhancing all senses. Weaving it all together. Imagine an evening starting with a shared meal. Oysters for that zinc boost. Chocolate for sweetness. Conversation flows. Eyes meet often. As you move closer, presence takes over. No rush. Just savoring. Touches build rhythmically. Communication guides. Positions shift naturally. It's holistic. Body and mind aligned. This approach shifts focus from performance to partnership. She feels empowered. You feel connected psychologically. It satisfies core needs for belonging and desire, leading to lasting fulfillment. In wrapping up, remember the best moments come from heart-led actions. By prioritizing presence, connection, attentive touch, steady flow, open talk, and thoughtful setups, plus fueling with vitality-boosting bites, you create experiences that resonate deeply. It's not about doing more.